Hey friends, Cherie here. Welcome back to the channel. I'm here today as promised to share the next batch of patterns that I picked up on simplicity.com during their latest sale. There's only 4, but as I love to do, we're gonna go over the details. I'm gonna go over, show you the line drawings and all the things, and hopefully this will help you figure out if this is something you might wanna sew for yourself. So let's get the camera turned around and we will have a closer look at these patterns. Okay, so our first McCall's pattern that I picked up is McCall's 8664. I need just some, I want to make some of this just as like loungewear. Back during the shutdown 2020, I did a bunch of loungewear using these kind of like ITY knits. And though they are fun, I find the fabric content to not, I don't love it. I just love a natural fiber. So I want to replace a lot of that stuff with some linen and cotton, maybe even some silk that I have. I have some wool jerseys, fabrics that are breathable, and yeah. I feel like I can't regulate my body temperature properly in those synthetics. So anyway, pick this one up. I mean, the shorts are cute too. This is a unisex pattern. But I also feel like these would just be great to wear in the garden. And so, yeah, this is McCall's 8664. This pattern has the full size range in the pattern, so an extra small to an extra, extra large. And like I said, is unisex. And so if we look at the back here, it's rated as average. And let's see, the fabrics suggested are chambray, cotton blends, terry cloth. So that would be fun for making to go on vacation or to wear at the beach or, as pool cover-ups. Linen blends, ponte knits, and terry knits. If we look here at the notions, you're going to need elastic and some twill tape for the drawstring. Size range is that extra small, which is coming in at a waist of, I think that's a typo, 24 inches to 26 inches, hips of 32 to 34 inches, and then the larger size, which is a 50 to 52, that is coming in at a waist of 46 to 48 inches, and hips of 51 to 53 inches. Again, does show the finished garment measurements. You can use those to help you choose your size. It also shows the length, so you can use that to figure out if you need to shorten or lengthen these based on if you're taller than average or shorter than average. And then, yeah, fabric quantities. It looks like the most you'll need is a little under 3 yards, and that's if you're making the largest size with 45-inch wide fabric. If you are on the smaller end and you're making the shorts with 60-inch wide fabric, the least amount of fabric showing up here is 1.5 yards. So there's not a terrible amount of fabric usage. And so, yeah, here is what the piecing looks like. So it's a little bit extra piecing in here, which I think will give, a good fit. I like the details of this. I mean, they're, a step beyond just the regular pull-on pants, pull-on elastic waist pants. And they're for wovens. I have another cool pattern. I showed that in a haul over the summer. And I pulled that to sew it, but it's for knits, and I don't want to use the ITY knits. So I need to get some good cotton knits for those. I'm gonna look for some terry knits for that one. But this one here, yeah, I really like it. And so, if we look at the line drawings, the line drawing is here. Okay, yeah, you can see there's like some extra piecing involved there. And then here are the pattern pieces. And so, yeah, I'm pretty sure you use all the pattern pieces. Yeah, it looks like you use all the pattern pieces. Whether you're making the shorts or the pants, you're just you know, cutting the shorter. And so you have 13, really 11 pieces with 2 elastic guides pieces. So to construct the pants, there are a total of 11 pattern pieces. And so, yeah, if you want to make something that is like casual, but a step above like just regular straight pull-on elastic waist pants, I think this is kind of cute. I think the little pocket that kind of rides from the front around to the side is cool. And I mean, if you sew for men and women, it's a good unisex pattern. So again, this is McCall's 8664. The next pattern I picked up is this McCall's vintage reproduction pattern. I love 70s. I love 50s, 60s, and 70s vintage style. Those are the decades that I really like just as personal style. And maybe because, you know, that's when I, you know, was born and grew up in kind of the fashion that I saw. But I love, love, love the 70s throwbacks. Like, I love this dress E here. Love it. And so this is McCall's 8667. It's rated as average. It says here, so you have the knit dresses and tops. Fabric suggestions are unbonded stretchable knits, such as cotton knits, lightweight synthetics, double knits, matte jerseys, wool or synthetic jersey. And it has the stretch gauge that you need to test your fabric with because the bodice is quite fitted. But it looks like it has a zipper in the back too. So let's see here. Yeah, it has a zipper. So that's your notion. You'll need a 22-inch zipper. And what's this? Oh, you also need snaps for use A, B, and C. So the size range here is from an 8 to 26. And for me, I would use the bust measurement to decide, you know, the right size for me to make. Since it's a fuller skirt, the bust measurement range, that size 8 is a 31.5. And then the size 26, which is the upper range, is a 48-inch bust. It has the waist measurements and the hip measurements as well. And finished garment measurements you can look at to help decide your size. And then fabric, you need 60-inch wide fabric. And usually your knits are coming in 60-inch wide. You're going to need some interfacing. And then it looks like you're going to need anywhere from 2 yards for dress C all the way up to the maximum I see here. It looks like 4 1/4. So, you know, depending on the size and the style, that's the fabric quantity range, all right? So if we have a peek inside, here are all the pattern pieces, 13 pattern pieces total. And I think that you're probably gonna, again, use most of the pattern pieces no matter what you make, because it just looks like, yeah, it's a length variation. Well, that one's sleeveless, so you may not use the sleeves, and then you'll cut the length according to if you're making the top, the mini dress, or the maxi. And then here, that's what everything is looking like. So I think this is really cute. I think this is one of those dresses that, you know, it can look really casual and it can look a little bit more dressy based on the fabric that you choose and the print that you use. You know, if you made this in like a stretch silk, that would, I feel like that could be almost like a gown vibe, right? So anyway, I really like this. I really like that, especially the tops. And, you know, I would probably make a top or two. And then for summer, View E is really what struck me. View D would be great to wear on vacation. This would be great in the fall. So yeah. The next pattern that I picked up from McCalls was M8658. And I love all three tops. Obviously, the Muse A and B are perfect for spring and summer. I love the shape of this. I think this is a unique styling. I love the ruching on it. I think it's very flattering. I love this style here where you can kind of like, you don't have it tucked in. Yeah, I just think it's really pretty. This is another one. I feel like depending on the fabric that you use, it can look more casual, but it almost can look quite dressy depending on the fabric that you use. This with like a beautiful skirt or some silky pants. You could dress it up a little bit more. So it says here that it's average for sewing skills. The suggested fabrics are broadcloth, chambray, cotton blends, linen, and poplin. And you'll need some interfacing. You will also need buttons and a set of D-rings for the back. It's like a little belting in the back. And then here, this pattern comes in sizes 6 through 26. And again, I would look at the bust measurement, which ranges from 30.5 to 48. And then that waist measurement could be pretty important too, from 23 inches up to 41 inches. Even the hip. This is one, the way it's fitted, you know, I would check all those measurements. Because you might need, like, I'm feeling like I might need to grade a little bit just so the hip area still falls the way I would want it to. We'll see. And then, yeah, it looks like you're going to need anywhere from 1.5 yards up to a little bit under 2 yards, depending on your size and your width of the fabric. And then the lapel and the collar, you need an additional 1/4 yard if you're doing the contrast FUA. And then, yeah, same thing down here. Looks like the maximum I see down here for the long sleeve top is 2.5 yards. That's for the largest size and 45-inch wide fabric. And then, yeah, it has the finished garment measurements, which are pretty much in line with, looks like they're all about 3 inches, 3 to 5 inches more than the bust measurement for the ease. And so, yeah, you can check all that. That'll help you. As I always say, decide your size, your length. If you click here, you look here at the line drawings, and then these are the pattern pieces. And yeah, same thing. You're gonna use, I think you have a different sleeve. Yeah, so you have a short sleeve pattern piece and a long sleeve pattern piece. Do you have a cuff for the long sleeve? Look like they both have seam binding. Yeah, the long sleeve has a separate cuff piece. So you could theoretically leave that off if you don't want to use it. So yeah, that's a little bit of a closer look of this one. Again, really sweet top. Really love it. And this is McCall's 8658. And then our fourth and final pattern from McCall's is this fabulousness here, McCall's 8662. I love the top. I love the skirt. I don't know if I would personally wear them together, but I love them as separate pieces. I feel like together, I love it. Just for my fashion sense, I don't typically wear like something really full on top and something full on the bottom. It's usually one or the other for me. So I can see me wearing this full skirt with like a more fitted top. And I can see myself wearing those pants with like some little capris. And so, yeah, that's what I'm thinking. And so I would probably plan to make these as separates. And if they go together, they go together. Or what I might do is make them with the same fabric and just break them up, you know, see how I want to style them. And I think part of it too is because I'm probably going to make these in a print. And I feel like if I made this in print, that could be a lot. I love the aesthetic of the solids, but y'all know me, I'm a print girl. So I have a fabric that I picked up recently. I'm gonna share a haul on those fabrics. It's like my second round of shopping for my birthday, which was way back in December, but yeah, I finally finished my birthday shop. And this could be a good candidate for, that fabric could be a good candidate for this top because it's a print that only has 2 colors in it. So I could make the top and bottom with that, and then I could make it in one of the prints as one of the colors as a solid, and then maybe do a mix and match thing. I don't know, or just make them both in the print and do what I said, you know, separate them. So anyway, let me not get distracted thinking about that. But I will do the fabric haul after I finish sharing all the different patterns. And so here it's rated as average. Suggested fabrics are broadcloth, cotton blends, denim, linen blends, stretch woven, twill. You'll need some fusible interfacing. You will also need some elastic for the waist. It looks like it's elastic at the back waist. The front looks like it's a flat band. The size range is from a 6 to 24. That waist for the size 6 is 23 inches. The waist for the 24 is 39. You can look at all the other measurements to help you decide on the size you want to make. And now I'm just glancing at this. You need quite some fabric because it's only having you use 60-inch wide fabric, probably because of the fullness of the pieces. You're gonna need anywhere from 1 3/8 up to 2 1/4 yards to make the top. And then you're gonna need anywhere from 3 1/4 to 3 7/8 yards to make the skirt. So if you're at the larger range, I mean, you're talking about over 7 yards of fabric, over 6 yards of fabric rather, there. And at the lower end, if you're making both pieces, yeah, I mean, you're looking at over 5 yards of fabric. So you won't need a lot of fabric for this. You'll need a lot of 50-inch wide fabric. So just keep that in mind. It does have the finished garment measurements, including the length, so you can see if you need to, you know, make any adjustments based on your height as well. Let's have a quick peek. The line drawings you can see here. So yeah, you can see the waistband is flat at the front, elastic at the back. And then a quick glance at the pattern pieces. Looks like there are 18 pattern pieces total. You use pieces 1 through 8 for the top, and then pieces 9 through 18 are for the skirt. So, just something, and yes, it looks like you do have pockets on the skirt. There's the piece 12 is the pocket piece. So, cute, cute, cute. I think this is really fun for spring and summer, and it certainly looks cute as kind of a minimalist look and a solid, but I personally think this could be also just really fun and a cool print. So that is McCall's 8662. All right, friends, so I thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this short little haul. Just want to show you of the 4 patterns. I think this is the one that I will cut out first. Again, I'm in need of some more tops for spring and summer, and I really like the short sleeve dress. And so yeah, I think this vintage reproduction pattern will probably be the first one that I cut out from this batch, but stay tuned. You shall see what I decide to do. I thank you for watching, and we will be back tomorrow with the next installment of my new pattern purchases, all right? Take good care. Bye.